Take a look at your daily habits. Most of us are walking an invisible treadmill, working hard every day, but following a set of unwritten rules that keep us exactly where we started. There is a wide gap between those who focus on simple productivity tricks and those who build wealth. Success at the highest level isn't about working more hours. It's about using predictable systems to make time and money grow on their own. Today, we're breaking down the specific frameworks used by the top 1% to remove obstacles and gain an advantage in their industries. We're often told to wake up early or make our beds to be successful. While those habits build discipline, they're designed to make you a better employee. They don't teach you how to build a business that thrives without you. To move beyond a steady paycheck, you have to stop relying on willpower alone and start following a strict set of logical rules. The first mistake many people make is buying the first property or business they fall in love with. When you let your emotions pick your investments, you usually end up overpaying, locking your cash away in something that won't give you a return for years. Professional investors use a system that looks like a funnel, wide at the top and very narrow at the bottom. It's called the 100-10-3-1 rule. To find one great deal, you have to look at 100 different options. From there, you pick the 10 best. You then make 3 aggressive offers that favor you, knowing that statistically, only one will be accepted. This process removes the hope factor. You aren't praying for a good deal. You're using high volume to ensure one eventually lands on your desk. Looking at 100 deals takes a lot of time. If you're still spending your day on small, low-value tasks, your growth will eventually hit a ceiling. In business, 20% of your work creates 80% of your results. Most people spend their time on the other 80%, the busy work that feels productive but doesn't actually grow the bank account. If you're leading a company, your focus should be on 3 things: finding the money to grow, hiring the best people, and deciding where the company is headed. Everything else is a distraction. To scale, you have to automate the small stuff, hand it off to someone else, or stop doing it altogether. When you clear your schedule, you might feel guilty for not being busy. Many people fill that quiet time by spending money on luxury items just to feel like they've earned a reward. Most people look at a price tag and see a dollar amount, but there's a better way to look at the cost of things. Instead of looking at the dollars, divide that price by how much profit you actually take home for every hour you work. If you earn $100 an hour, a $10,000 watch doesn't cost 10 grand. It costs 100 hours of your life. When you see the price in hours instead of paper money, you realize how much of your finite time you're trading for something that's going to lose value. This long-term thinking is also vital when things go wrong. When the market dips, people often panic and sell everything because they're afraid of what might happen in the next 10 minutes. To stay calm, use the 10-10-10 check. Before you make a move, ask, how will this affect me in 10 minutes, 10 months, and 10 years? A sudden drop in the market feels like a disaster right now. But if you look at a chart of the last century, that drop is barely visible a decade from now. Zooming out helps your brain bypass fear. It ensures you're making choices that will help you 10 years from now, not just for the rest of the afternoon. But to think 10 years ahead, you have to survive today. You can't reach the finish line if you run out of cash in the first few months.
When many people get a raise or a bonus, they immediately buy a nicer car or move into a bigger house. This locks them into higher bills, making them more vulnerable if their income ever stops. The most successful operators do the opposite. When their income jumps, they keep their personal spending exactly the same. They take all that extra money and use it to build a safety net. They put that capital into things that earn more money. They don't buy the luxury car until the profit from their investments pays for it. It might be frustrating to look poor today, but that's the exact strategy that ensures you never have to worry about money again. Your wealth is the result of your habits. If your daily actions are random, your financial future will be random too. Learning about these rules is interesting, but it doesn't change anything if you don't actually use them. If you choose not to follow a system, you are essentially choosing to be the person who is funding someone else's growth. Without a structure for your life, your hard work just becomes the fuel that other people use to get ahead. It's time to stop playing by the old rules.
Subscribe to our channel for a new breakdown every week on how to manage your time and capital. Start building your structure today.